Okay, so the 25 to 40%, what you're going to do is to invest them into individual stocks, right? So I was specifically mentioning how you should decide on which dividend stocks you're going to choose. The main reason being that they're going to provide you with monthly payments if you select the right stocks because they have payout periods of when they pay out periods. I'm sorry, when they pay out a percentage of whatever you own for that particular company, or you select a stock of companies that are about to blow up. So the way that I broke it down of how you would want to invest this 25 to 40% would be amongst five different stocks. You'll notice that the first two stocks is only 5%, and that's referring to 5% of the $150 that we've been speaking about. Now, the other stocks, three, this should be number six. So three, three through six should be 3%. So if you add these up, it would be 12% in total for these right here. So 12% and 10%. So that's 22% approximately in total. So you can see that I said about 25% to 40%. So you could add up more of these. So it just depends on what you prioritize, whether if you want to play the waiting game where you're investing for stocks that will eventually grow up, uh, or whether if you want to receive those monthly payments monthly payments from established companies. So this is what I typically recommend is that you go on Yahoo Finance. So I'll go ahead and go to it just to show you what I mean. So what I will typically do is that I will use Yahoo Finance just to view the profile for each individual stock. The main reason why I do that is because it's a lot easier to do that than to do that, let's say, here through Webull. Uh, I mean, you could do that. It just takes a little bit more time. I just feel like it's a lot easier here, more interactive. So let's take a look at some dividend stocks here as an example. So the pros of dividend stocks is that they provide payout payments throughout the year, right? Which is awesome if you think about it. So you invest some money, and at certain points throughout the year, they'll pay you back. In addition to the fact that your stock is still growing in value, which is awesome. Or the pros are that if you invest in stocks that will grow up eventually, whatever amount you invest, the value of that investment will increase dramatically. So you will increase whatever amount you invested dramatically. So increase a lot more. Some potential cash flow ideas that you could generate weekly. So for example, if you were investing in dividend stocks, you would probably gain about, let's say, 3.66% of your stock's value. So it would gain about that much. In addition to the fact that you would receive dividend payouts, right, depending on how many stocks you own for that company. So if you own a lot of stocks, you will receive a lot, more as far as the payout payment. So you want to check the dates of when these payouts happen. So here are 12 individual dividend uh, paying stocks. So what I will do is actually look these up here on Yahoo Finance. You can do the same thing too. I mean, you can just look at this list that I have here and look them up. But I'll just go through one of these real fast just to point out the payment date. So you'll see that uh, the dividend date, you see it right here. So you see the earning date. So that's actually when the next one is coming up. So some of these, the way that I built the list was so that you could build a dividend portfolio where they're paying you weekly, which is pretty awesome. So that's basically what you need to know. It's just when they make those payments. So it ultimately depends on how many of those stocks that you own. So for example, if I invested, let's say, uh 280, I would own two stocks, right? So whatever that two stock percentage is, I would receive a certain amount of money on this date from that two stocks that I own. So I will get a small percentage, a small payment. So it's a payout that happens. So that's how it works. All right, I'll see you in the next one.